Rarity, I really, really had hopes you would survive the day. That at least one part of my sister's legacy would have survived. But it didn't. Even Sweet Belle seemed to be the one that was at the lost the most. Oh, sure. Starting off, it seemed like she was the happiest. It seemed like she was joyous and had no care in the world. But I could see it. I could feel it. It was like every time that there was a loss of any one of the knights or the main six, she just seemed to sink deeper and deeper into depression. I guess she must have felt as much pain as she did because she genuinely cared for her sisters. She felt that the other three, the Kiwiman Crusaders, were in such pain and she wished she could have done something for them. And that in turn began to break her little heart. I guess that's why we were all excited for Rarity and Spike. Ah, Rarity and Spike. She waited for him. She waited as long as she could. But then they got married. And when they were about to have a child, we were all excited. At last, some good news to come out of our depressing lives. At last, something to look forward to. And then, complications struck. There was nobody to talk to about how to care for a Kieran when they're born. No one to talk to about how to watch over or help a mare in labor when it comes to a Kieran, and there was no one there to help her through the pain. She had complications during the baby's birth. There was so much blood. And when he had the baby, it was stillborn. We found that out as soon as Rarity had died. And with that, the last legacy of my sister went away too. Spike shut himself in and disappeared, never to return again, fading away into the Dragonlands. Some say he died in the middle of a great dragon and changeling war. Personally, I think he just shut himself off from the world, never to be seen again. And as for Sweetie Belle, it broke her heart especially. It wasn't. You didn't need to be a genius to tell the difference in the pain in her voice again. Every time I attended one of her concerts, I noted her songs lacked the usual hope and optimism that her voice would bring. And when I asked why, she said, "Hope is dead in our world." And I began to agree. Poor Rarity. I really did hope that I would have one last bit of my sister's legacy to hold on to. I wanted something of Twilight to remain. And all I got was nothing more than a bunch of side looks and false senses of empathy. They never knew what it was like to really lose your world. They never knew what it was like to watch as your family died one by one. All they did was just claim that they knew what tragedy is. They knew what heartbreak was. What a laugh. All they had was just little problems that pop up once in a while, that their feelings of hardship were nothing more than just lies. And I felt the pain too. I'm sorry. It's just when I think of how happy Rarity was about to have her child, it makes me think of my own children, my own daughter and wife, and I'm sorry. End the log now.